Hey y'all, this is Brett, and tonight I want to talk about putting things in perspective because, I've said this before and it's absolutely true. There's no doubt about it that I'm the first vegan in my lineage. And those of you that are also vegan out there are probably also the first ones in, think about it, thousands, probably forever, in all of human history to be a vegan, non-animal eating human. Now think about that, because what you're doing is you are radically changing your genetics. And I think it's time for me though, because I cannot stand to watch history documentaries anymore. I've gotten to this point of where I've come into my own truth. And my own truth is that when I see the Germans killing people or something from World War I or the Civil War or beyond that, the Romans and all their barbarian kinds of things that they did and all of that, I just don't want to watch it. This is just nauseating for me, So I don't really focus much on history at all, because history, the history of human beings, is 99% nauseating, just fucking ugly, nasty, nasty shit, killing and robbing and stealing. That's why they had to create the 10 Commandments, because people didn't have any scruples. They didn't know right from wrong, And so I find even this world at this time, which generally people are the most advanced in human history at this time, believe it or not, I still find it like and so in so many ways, but at the same time, I know that I am still not that advanced of a being, and I am just barely into veganism, almost 4 years now, okay, that I haven't eaten any animal meat. And doing that also without eating any wheat or dairy is not easy, because it's a very clean diet. And you'll see that as most people get older, they use food as their storage piles on their body. And people get bigger and bigger, fatter and more bloated, and just like, if you could see the insides of their bodies versus a young, tight body, you would be able to see the tissue difference between somebody that's just got a big old, this full, oh my God, you see people walking around and their abdominal regions are just like huge, especially Americans. They're just huge, packed with mucoid plaque, and the tissue that's holding it all together is just all expanded and bloated out and fermented and full of candida and parasites and everything else. And so they use their bodies as storage facilities for all of their shit. And literally. And when you don't do that and you eat a cleaner and cleaner and cleaner diet, not eating peanut butter anymore, and I used that peanut butter to get off the meat. And hallelujah, it was a good thing to be able to get me through that. But now that I'm off of it, it's just, it's like, it's never going to get easier, it seems to me. I mean, maybe there'll be some periods where things will get easier. But there's always one challenge after another in this life. And, you may think that somebody out there that you see on TV or something that's famous has just got it made. Well, guess what? I've got some good news for you. Some good and bad, I guess you could say. Nobody has it that easy. They may be able to buy things, and that can help, yes. Being able to buy things sometimes or travel, It is a benefit, but bear in mind that everybody has this thing, this time essence, this time factor against them. And they only have so much time in a day to do so many things, and there are only so many things that you can just hire somebody to do for you. You can't just buy health. You have to do it mostly on your own. And that is in regards to what you're thinking, what you're eating, and what you're doing. And other people, not even the maid or the butler, can eat right or think right or do right for you. It won't work. It doesn't matter if you're Bill fucking Gates or Oprah Winfrey in these regards. It won't help you. And so, I don't know. I think that you'll probably get something out of this video. I just oftentimes want to blab about things that I'm thinking about, but and try and tell the truths. And the truths are that it's not easy, and it's especially not easy for somebody that's trying to break new ground. And if you're a vegan, then you are doing that. Let alone the raw vegan people try, it's easy to just say, well, how can you eat dead food? That's dead food. Don't eat that. Yeah, sure, you've been eating it all your life, 30, 40, 50 years. Don't eat it anymore. Now only eat living food. Living, organic, locally grown, raw food. You just can't do these things overnight. Think about evolution. It takes time. Time. And it's not just a matter of diet. Okay, so here's another factor that can be huge in telling you whether or not you can really go raw or vegan fast. Now, how nice and peaceful of a person you are. How much of those kinds of foods did you grow up with? How many issues do you have in regards to society or your family or things like that, things that have happened to you? What kind of an area do you live in, Are you somebody that's in a gang in East LA? Well, forget it. You're not even close. You need to quit smoking and snorting blow first. So it takes time. Some people, they just want to quit drinking and stay off the alcohol. If they could just stay off alcohol, fuck food. Who cares about food at all? If they could just not steal from people, and that's it. And possibly stay out of jail. And that's the truth, So whatever gets you through the night, it's alright. It's alright.